Hey, hi everybody, Brian here for quantlabs.net. Let's talk about a number of things. Okay. All right, so just to give you an update, Mr. Zuckbuck is out there doing his thing in the US Congress. What is happening in the world of crypto? Well, this morning you wake up to a sudden, big, massive drop in the world of crypto, namely Bitcoin. Everything else went down with it. Looks like we're recovering. I'll be looking at some charts here in a minute. But this is Trading View, and let's check out what happened. I mean, Bitcoin's been going down, and everyone's like, "Well, you can't make money in crypto." Well, I'm going to prove you wrong. You can make a lot of money, but just modifying the new bot. Well, it's not a new bot. It's always updated. It's always the pursuit of cash. I'll talk about that in a minute. But no thanks, bye bye. Let's see what happened here. Intraday, no, thank you. So, where's Bitcoin? So, I don't even know what's going on here. Amex. Somebody don't like me today. Okay, let's go with Bitstamp. Alrighty. So, all I know is that Bitcoin did drop down to 7,500. All these sites are getting slower and slower as time passes. Anyways, let me show you what we have here. These are the coins right now that are really red hot. I have, as you know, more focused on good old Binance. I just don't know, testing things, if it is worthwhile to pursue Forex. Just the commissions alone make it infeasible. So here we are, 8,700, and down it went to 7,400. $1,300 drop. That's to Mr. Zuckbuck, and usually happens. Unfortunately, as people get skeptical on this Libra, everyone else gets skeptical on Bitcoin and everything else with it. So we have a sell signal here. Boo hoo hoo, I don't care. I'm here to make money. Let's check it out. So, again, in Binance, I have talked about for the last pretty close to a week. I have verified, double verified, triple verified that Ethereum on Binance is your best market to be in. If you are US or no, I guess just US only, you will not have this opportunity. You will only be able to go through Binance US and only trade with Bitcoin or USD, but a very small subset. So if anyone ever tells you or led to believe that US is the freest country in the world, think again, because you will not be able to trade probably a lot of these. So right now, these are your, for those on the podcast, these are your 10 coins for the last 2 days that have been doing really hot despite this massive drop. I mean, they did drop to, and it was down for not very long, maybe 3-4 hours. Boo hoo hoo, like in the world of Binance, you can only long only, but it does recover, and when it recovers really fast. I'll show you that in a minute. So right here, these are your pairs. XLM, which is Stellar, XRP, which is Ripple, and these are all in against Ethereum. And as I said, in Ethereum, you probably can get the best performing markets. So again, XLM, Ripple, XRP, Truant, TRX, XMR, Monaro, ADA, Cardano against Ethereum, Dash against Ethereum, Litecoin against Ethereum, EOS against Ethereum, BNB against Ethereum, and Link against Ethereum. That's Chainlink, Binance Coin, and EOS. So there was an article that came out today. I don't know when I just got my hands on Forbes. They said that there were only two coins that outperformed Bitcoin this year, because as you can see, if I was to show you the year-to-date chart on the price of Bitcoin, as I said, we've gone from roughly, let's say, 3,000, 4,000, all the way up to 12,000. So that's pretty well a 3 times rise in a very short order, that to me is trade of the year. So everyone starts to poo-poo this decline. That's fine. I don't care. But there's other coins out there that are doing really well. So when you look at here from September till October, I will show you how this coin has been performing really well. So again, Link against Ethereum, it brings me back to the day when Litecoin against Ethereum in Binance was doing extremely well. So I'm going to show you how this coin has been performing. This is one of the coins that was mentioned in this Forbes article. So this is right now outperforming Bitcoin. The fool that wrote this did not include the overall perspective of Bitcoin plus this, but no matter how you analyze it, so since May, you've gone up from here at that price all the way up to, and this massive uprise. I mean, that's huge. So that is being discounted in the market, and again, that is one of, and probably the hottest coin out there. A lot of people don't know, but I know something because I do the posts on my Facebook at probably about 30, 60, maybe even 100 articles a day on my Facebook group. A lot of people don't know the Facebook Libra has to come from somewhere. It comes from this little guy here called Chainlink, and that is why it might be performing really well, because those that are in the know that this is really Libra Link, Chainlink. I can't verify that, but check it out. Call me wrong. I'll be up for that. So the other one that's outperforming good old Bitcoin is BNB. You can only get this again on Binance. So when you look at this coin here, it's not as strong and yelling "gimme, gimme, gimme, I want money" kind of charts, but this is a pretty good chart. Between December and April of this year, BNB was doing well. I mean, Litecoin was doing much, much better. But you can see here, it's done pretty good, as I said, here till April. And then it's kind of hit its nice swings on the upside. And again, only on Binance can you long only. So it's had a nice upswing. It might be on its next upswing. We're seeing that now. And I'll show you some of the charts right now. So right now, here are the good old coins I've told you. We have an open live, well, not live, but tested live position right now on Chainlink against Ethereum. And let's get to the charts. So in here, in the bot, which is running over here, and I'm able to show you, you can see here, again, Chainlink has done really well. So 24-hour drop at 5.48. You can see all these 24-hour drops with all these other coins, but yet Chainlink just does awesome. And I just showed you the chart. So this is a really good coin to watch. So let's get into the charts. Okay, so we want chart Binance. Yeah, here, let me just see where I'm at. Chart. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to open up all the PNG files, and we're going to go through them. And I think it's important to note that we have two stages, watch and a buy. And the buy only takes place when it's about to do a position. So these are all your charts. So again, here's the mode. I just mentioned the watch. So this is when they get added to the watch. This is really, really recent. So before I forget, if you want to know how to do this fun stuff, I would strongly urge you to get this set of free books. This is just to get you started. Very simple reading, PDFs, lots of technical tips here. Go over to quantlabs.net/book. You will get yourself two free PDFs where I'm on the camera. And yeah, and that's all you need to do for that. Now, if you want to write your own bot, all you got to do is come into the quantlabs.net, go to the store. And this bot I'm working on now, I'll probably do a more detailed video on it. It only took me about half an hour, but I spent a lot of time to retweak it. I'll talk about that in another stream in a minute. But if you really want to know how to develop bots, master this kind of framework, all standard techniques in Python, open source, of course. Let's go over to the Python courses. There's only one. And then purchase it. It's very cheap. We will be starting up our Facebook marketing. As value starts to build, the upper target here for this product is about $900 to $1,200. There's a lot of good information in here. You can get all the information here. It's pretty well up to date with 2.6 on Python, but the core will work, and it's pretty good. I'm able to, as I said, develop, modify bots from nothing in half an hour and have something working. Also, for those that may not know, if you come over to quantlabs.net/blog, I just posted 3 new articles, 3 in the last few weeks. These are the dates. Today is the 22nd. So here's the topics. These are for my elite folks. You want to know about the elite stuff. All you got to do is go back to the store and look for the elite link, and that will take you over to the elite. Right now, the elite is 3 years for $9.97. This thing is going to go up in price as we prove and get more bots out there. So this puppy right here, you just come into the store, QuantLab Elite memberships right there. You will get 3 years for everything I do at that membership, and includes the Python course as well. But that price will be going up into the thousands. All right, so here's what was posted in the last 3 days. This includes source code, your bot that is from all the stuff you learn in the Python course, and a very detailed code walkthrough. Some of these videos are an hour and a half. I go to great lengths to kind of walk you through the process, so I'll go through that. But there were 3, and I don't know if I'm going to keep posting these and keep these articles up, because these are sensitive, very valuable code projects to me. So I do take them down, as you say here, with no notice. Okay, so they're up there now. If you want to get on that, $9.97 for 3 years. And again, I'll be changing that from 3 years to 2 years to annual, and then up goes the price, as I said, as we build a value. I can build value because we are getting everything, all these trades, on the good old tracking info, cointracking.info. We have all those tested. So here are the charts. Let me just see. Here we go. Okay, sorry about that sideline there. It's like a sponsoring ship of a commercial. Okay, so here's the first one. This is now 2 days of charts. You can see here the super volatility of this move. But we have some nice bars here. I'll talk about how I exit and how I enter, but really I've looked at many different, I'll be looking at more algorithms today sent in by a few people to see if they're viable using MotiveWave. Again, I'll post those on the elite section, and first they'll be only for that particular person, that member. So here what we look for is the 618 usually, and it's been very consistent, the 618 level on the Fibonacci, and then usually depending, and I'll explain this in another video, an exit from the patterns that I've seen here. You can see that usually we'll get in that 786, but we'll peak at 1. So understand that pattern, but highly volatile. These are sort of things that can get you into trouble if you get a trade here and boom, you're going to lose money. So here's another example right here where again BNB. That's why there's probably not a lot of positions being taken today, even though they are going up. The volatility is pretty crazy, but you can see these big upswings are pretty massive, which could probably be each well over 1%. And again, we can't short, but we can long. I do believe that there is something brewing for shorting or different, like in Kraken. But you catch those bad boy whipsaws, those bad down moves, they do some major danger for you. Next up, we have Dash. Again, you see these massive moves up, and we can track these positions, or sorry, these price action. The problem is it moves so fast, and the bot, I can adjust it to hourly, to minute, and try to capture these big moves up and dump just about as things turn. And the thing is, the hard part is trying to find indicators here when that happens. Just as an example, I was testing and had high hopes on that simple moving average bot that I put out last week for the 5, 8, and 13. It's going to lose. Even if you layer it with other indicators, you're still going to lose. It's good for confirming or to use as a condition to enter or to exit, but there's just better things out there. From what I've seen, Fibonacci still rules the nest. I don't know why. So here we have Dash. Again, these sudden moves. If I was to trade on a or watch on a minute basis, I could probably do okay, but the prices move so much. Okay, so now we're getting into EOS. I have to say a few things about EOS. When those big drops came in this morning, EOS was still performing. It was the first one out of the gate. I have shown how EOS is manipulated in the Bitcoin market. I can't say if it is manipulated. It just on the trading view, if you look at the intraday on the EOS, EOS, Bitcoin, and Binance on TradingView on an intraday level, you'll see these weird, consistent spikes on both on the up and down side. It's just as weird to me. That is just something I think is manipulated somehow. Okay, so that's EOS, and no different than all the other coins that you do capture these nice moves. One thing I need to highlight here, I've been consistently watching, are these big wick moves. Here, these are becoming more and more like reversals, classic reversals. So that's something on an hourly basis you can see. From one of the videos I posted last night on my Facebook group, which was really, really cool, that did a deep dive into exit indicators. One of the ones used was ATR. I'll talk about that in my next video. But, you can see just visually in the charts here that there's sometimes these very extreme wicks in the candles. So that might be something I'm seeing more and more of. And that's the discrepancy both on either the open or on the low in the bar, or sorry, the high and the low in the candle bar on that period for that chart. So yeah, I am tracking that, and it's something always I'm seeing. So we got EOS now. I believe we have Link. This is the big winner. So here's the buy. So again, the mode is we have a watch right here, and then it enters into the market right here because it still meets this condition. The problem is, as I talked about, this watch is using hourly data. This buy is using hourly data. So even though it's polling every couple of minutes on hourly data, you can clearly see I missed out somewhat here. But on the other hand, there's always a flip side of this, is that it gets too noisy. And even though you think you're missing out on that, you're also, if you were to do 15 minute or a minute time frame, it gets too noisy, and you'll get a lot more false positives. So these sort of things you're going to get all the time. There's just nothing you can do about it. So here and here, again, this is linked. So here's the watch, right? So you can see right here that something's happening, but it still will meet on the Fibonacci side. It will still be above the 618, and probably that's why I took the position. And I would not be surprised that we got a loser on our hands. Not quite, because we could wait it out and see what happens on this bar as time progresses. While the position's still on, we may be able to escape that with a profitable position. And again, we have no control over that. So the condition's been met for the position, but there could be one of two directions it could go, which is, where's my friggin' thing? There it is. So right here on the buy, we could get a sudden down bar and lose, and then exit the position. So there's nothing we can do about that. It's just the nature of the beast, and that doesn't matter if it's Forex or crypto. I wish there was better ways to track that. One thing they did say in that video I mentioned, the exit is when it starts to consolidate. Don't take the trade, because if we're in an uptrend like here, this is a good example right here, but it's consolidating. Sometimes it may spike up as it does here. So we could have this scenario, or take a position here, which it shouldn't. It should take a position here. But even if we hang on too long, you'd hope to get out here, this bar, and then avoid this massive loss. That's what you hope for when you develop these bots. So that's Link. Let's go to the next one. Litecoin. Litecoin's another bizarre one. It can perform the chart on TradingView. Let me just show you here. Where's TradingView? So I'll show you. I'll stick to Litecoin and to Ethereum, the markets. Try to pull up Binance right here. I'll show you, because this was the best performing pair out there between December and April, May. Things started to break down, and this has been since then a very hard pair to speculate on. You can see here what I'm speaking of on this sudden rise from here to here. It was just massive, and then steadily it's been going down. It's been fighting. So I don't know. On the technical front, there's problems about defunding or whatever on Litecoin. People are losing faith in Litecoin, but the thing is that people still speculate. There still seems to be opportunities with Litecoin. So I don't know what to say on that. So where is my... Here we are. Okay, so unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast on Litecoin. Now, do understand that these charts are getting updated live. So even if I go into Link, let's see what we have in Link. It's not been updated. It looks like it has or is in the process of getting updated. The candle is forming, so I could probably check back on that. But it looks like on this wick, it may spike up. So you can see here's a little excessive spike on that wick. This one on the downside, so it may pop back up. And this is a pattern I'm seeing lately. Okay. So we've already done Litecoin. Let me think here if the watch is what gets updated. Because this is a fairly new bot. So yes, so the watch does get updated. So there you go. As predicted, we had a big spike up. Now we have a down. It may go back up, and it looks like the position, if it breaks through the entry, the profit, it's hanging on. Unless there's a bug in here, but I don't trade live money until I know this thing's working and consistently profitable. But so far, things look good in that chart. All right, so let's go on back to Litecoin. So the Litecoin is just a bizarre one, but we'll leave it at that. Then we have Truant. Again, these wild swings. You could do really, really well when you capture it the right thing. But obviously, the key behind it is what do you call timing? That's the important thing. So let me give you an idea. So you can see already that we are able to make money. I'm going to look at my other server here that's trading live as well on another strategy. And let me just check out what we call the crypto risk. So everything's now profitable according to this. Litecoin is up 1.225. This is in the last hour. Don't ask me when. Bitcoin 0.74, Ethereum Classic up 1.44, Bitcoin Cash up 0.92, Ethereum up 1.15. So that's that in the last hour. Now I can also go into the bot itself, the new one, and let me just see here. So here's the latest. So Chainlink's doing well. Tron is up, XRP is up, Litecoin is slightly up, Stellar, IOTA, Cardano, Ethereum must have been up. So Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin were up, but it's back down. So you can see what I'm saying about this Chainlink. It's just always doing well. All right, so let's go on to the next coin here with Truant. This one's been doing fairly well, but again, the volatility is just there. It's just big upswings, big down moves. But again, these wicks are things to watch for, especially this one. But I'll see if they're. I'm gonna track that to see how that works. Now Monaro's another one, a tough one to trade. Here we have some upswings here, as you can see, but that's coming off of a low here, and we've got here this big bar again. Those wicks just do something. I don't know what. And then boom, you get a down move, and then we go into this consolidation phase. XRP is an interesting one. I think this one I did check last night on TradingView. I think it's getting clobbered pretty badly. Let me just verify that with XRP. Okay, XRP, Ethereum, Binance. Don't ask me why it's much slower these days. But XRP Ethereum is doing... Today would be nice. Wow. So long-term view, it is been getting killed pretty bad. Let me just see the 1 month view. Yeah, so it's been on a steady incline, which is good. But you could see it's been pretty consistent to make money, but you just get these big drops here that can be pretty scary. But if you develop a good bot, you should be able to capture that and get out as fast as possible. All right, so that's that on the coins. I'm not sure, but all I can say is thanks for watching. And despite what you hear on Bitcoin getting killed off, let me just see where Bitcoin is at today. But it did get killed off pretty good. It's up down like $1,300. But there are still big opportunities to make money here, especially in things like Chainlink and somewhat BNB as well, and some other ones as well on a short-term basis as well. So don't be scared off. So for me to end this, the Forex is, I'm not going to say out. I want to focus on making money. And I could do it quite Much easier in a crypto, as I've shown you, obviously. No leverage. I put up a video on this. There's no spread concern. No market making. I've seen some pairs that are manipulated only in the Bitcoin market, but I'm in the Ethereum market. I haven't seen any of that at all. There's good performance in Ethereum. Never closes. I have been testing transfers between Kraken and Binance. It's much faster than anything I've seen. We have e-transfer in Canada. It's probably as fast, much more reliable. In terms of people ask about Binance itself, highly secure, very secure exchange. There's about 3, maybe 4 levels of security. When you log in, you obviously have a password. That's number 1. Number 2, you have like this little puzzle thing you got to pull over and match it with that. And then if you use the 2FA, two-way authentication with your phone, then you use Google Authenticator to put in a code that matches with what you've logged in with. So it's a third layer. And then when you do transfers or orders, you can control that on the API level, as well as you can control, and when you want to transfer, withdrawal, whatever, you need your password for that as well. So, yeah, it's pretty locked down, pretty good, but it's flexible and it's fast. It's not like this kind of security that's in your face and getting in your way. So I'm not experiencing any of that. Unlike Oanda as an example, it's just horrendous to work with. A lot of these forex brokers, I think, I don't know why people want to stay on forex. I think it's just because it seems to be more popular online. But yeah, I think crypto is a better focus. And the other big factor I forgot to mention is the commissions. The commissions are so marginal you wouldn't even notice your trades. I'll talk about that in my next video. But with crypto, the commissions are very tiny, whereas in forex you still got to get a certain break even on your position to even hopefully break even on the trade itself. And again, there's no need to use leverage here to get decent trades. If you want to use leverage, what you do is just increase your position size, because these positions are very tiny, not even a penny on a lot of them. But anyways, I'm going to shut up now, and thanks for watching. Hopefully you've learned some stuff here. Do not think that you cannot make money in a down market or in crypto. I've just proven you 10 and 3 very high performing coins out there, especially Chainlink, and just in the last hour, if you traded it, you would be up roughly 2.5%. So let's see where it's at now. So 2.42%. Okay, so you want to learn? Get the books, free PDFs, quantlabs.net/book. You want to join the course? Here you go for the Python to get to this point. And then if you want even more advanced stuff with source code that I've been putting out for the last couple of weeks, go to the Elite as well. And I'll end it there. Thanks for watching, and we shall talk to you later.